I'm Kurt Nolte with the University of Arizona. Fresh produce safety is of utmost importance and a critical priority among all specialty crop producers. And while not necessarily microbial, field contamination can occur when a fuel leaks in a tractor such as the one behind me. And so today what we're going to be covering are things related to the maintenance, the inspection, and the repair of tractors, implements, and harvest aids to minimize risk associated with these kinds of things that might happen in the field. A properly maintained tractor also includes a careful inspection of the vehicle so that fluid and oils are not leaking onto the crop. Other fluids may include battery acid, hydraulic fluid, radiator fluid, and power steering fluid. Any or all of these fluids could pose risks to the crop that you're trying to grow. This one looks pretty good. To maintain the overspill from fluid reservoirs, check these daily to make sure that they are properly maintained and will not overflow. Tractors and implements are exposed to the elements and could have flaky paint. Ensure that these areas are protected and do not pose a risk to the crop. Implements such as discs, cultivators, and other tillage equipment are in constant contact with the soil and may have parts that are loose and could fall into the crop. A quick examination of the implement could minimize this risk. All equipment and supplies should be inspected daily to ensure that your company is following all food safety guidelines. Excessive grease, dirt, or mud can build up on the surface of tractors, equipment, or vehicles, which can later be deposited onto the crop. This can be avoided by washing equipment to remove excess dirt when the need arises. Moreover, rinse off the equipment using a pressure washer, even after it's been serviced, since fluids can remain on the surface. Washing dirt, oil, and grease from heavy equipment can pose a risk to the crop if it's done in the field. It's strongly advisable to do such activity in a designated area, away from the crop itself. Oil and grease are always associated with engines, and engines are used in irrigation pumps, such as the one right here. If this fuel tank leaks into the irrigation water, then that water could be transported onto the crop that you're trying to grow. It's always advisable to check irrigation equipment such as this to make sure that that risk is minimized. While the risks associated with field equipment is considered low, they can be minimized and in most cases prevented entirely. By following these careful suggestions, fresh produce safety can include a much broader association among microbial and physical contaminants. The buyers of produce will appreciate your diligence in maintaining a level of safety and freshness within all of the fresh produce that you produce.